I'm honored and grateful to be present today with fellow graduates of the class of 1968. Upon reflection, I'm convinced that our class will always stay connected, not only through our diverse high school memories and experiences, but also through mutual witnessing of catastrophic events, including the assassinations of Martin Luther King and Robert Kennedy, the Vietnam War, where we lost our first classmate, Mike Peddle, racial tension, and universal upheaval. All of these challenges are with us today, for us as well as today's generation of students to face. We could have lived with bitterness, resentment, and broken hearts, but instead, over time, we gathered the strength to allow these experiences to break our hearts wide open to love, renewed connection, and ultimately the founding of the Class of 1968 Memorial Scholarship, for which we are here today. While I value all the aspects of the Memorial Scholarship, two speak to me strongly of its essence. First, our class has the rare opportunity to collectively honor, support, and encourage a graduating senior to achieve a college education. Each year, I am as hopeful that the student recipient will perpetuate this legacy within his or her own class. The second is the privilege that our class together has in remembering our beloved classmates, those remarkable individuals who continue to be guiding lights every year as we present the Memorial Scholarship in their memory.
Hello, Fred Bell here with the light of my life, Olivia Grace. Like many of you, I had the privilege of growing up with Ed Ganaway, a loyal friend and undoubtedly one of our bravest classmates. A true American hero, Ed saved the lives of 20 people in August of '95 by skillfully piloting his crippled commuter plane under what experts call catastrophic conditions. His heroic efforts inspired the creation of the RJR Class of '68 Memorial Scholarship Fund, which continues to thrive today, a tribute to Captain Ganaway and to our entire class.
So people that have been horribly burned, that initial defense is violated, and infectious organisms harmful to the body can very easily get in, and your immune system can just handle so much. When they are able to survive for a period of weeks, it is not uncommon for them to die from other organ failure, which is what happened to a lot of the people that were on Flight 529. I have never before or since dealt with so much physical devastation and emotional upheaval and so much sorrow and horror and sadness in one place at one time than we did on that day in this little small town hospital.
After a long day treating the courageous, horribly burned passengers, Dr. Mitchell is asked to assist in the autopsy of Captain Ed Ganaway.
I looked down at him and kind of put my hand over on, I told everybody, I hope wherever his spirit is that he knows what a good job he did. And I just said, you know, you're the hero. I hope you know it, Captain Ganaway.
Hi, I'm Russ Ganaway, son of pilot Ed Ganaway, RJR Class of 1968. On August 21st, 1995, my dad took off on ASA Flight 529 from Atlanta to Gulfport, Mississippi. Along with Dad was a co-pilot, flight attendant, and 26 passengers. A malfunction in the left wing propeller created such a drag on the airplane that he couldn't maintain altitude and was going down fast. Dad headed towards West Georgia Regional Airport but wasn't going to make it. He clipped the treetops surrounding a small field and crash landed in Burwell, Georgia, just 4 miles short of the airport. Dad was the only one not to survive the initial impact. 9 passengers would later succumb to burn injuries, but all in all, 20 people survived. Many people, including myself, consider Dad a hero. As I've been told, my dad served as the inspiration for the RJR High School class of 1968's Memorial Scholarship Fund, chartered in 1998. At first, class members wanted to name the scholarship after my dad, but wisdom prevailed, and the committee decided to dedicate the annual scholarship to all of the deceased class members in 1968. Dad would have liked that. Each year at Class Day, selected classmates are memorialized during the presentation of the scholarship. Dad was the first one to be memorialized. Yours is the only class in the history of the school to form a scholarship fund for graduating RJR seniors. It's my pleasure to thank you on behalf of the entire Ganaway family for honoring my dad and, more importantly, giving a senior a chance to attend college.
Although there are other scholarships that have been established by schools' alumni groups, the class of '68 is unique in being the only graduating class, single graduating class, who has done this. This is a wonderful model for others, and we use it frequently in talking with other groups who wish to establish funds at the Winston-Salem Foundation. Your gifts to the RJR Class of '68 Memorial Scholarship provide a wonderful legacy to your class as a whole and to its individuals. We have appreciated the opportunity to allow you to use this fund not only to recognize your class, but also to memorialize those in whose memory your gifts have been given. The energy and dedication of your class as a whole, and potentially to its individuals as well, is phenomenal. Several of your classmates have contacted the foundation to inform us that they wish to include this fund in their charitable plans through bequests or beneficiary designations. We welcome the opportunity to talk with others of you who wish to do this. Our goal for this fund is to enable it to grow, to support more students graduating from Reynolds High School through additional contributions, through sound investment, and by whatever means we can do to ensure your success. Yours is a wonderful story to tell, and we appreciate our partnership with you. Thank you.
Greetings from New Bern High School. As a lifelong educator currently working in our county's high schools, I know how important scholarships are to today's college-bound students. Receiving a scholarship can be a deal breaker because without one, many kids simply can't afford to continue their education. Many of us are retired or will soon be retired. Let's face it, folks, we're getting old, and retirement can mean limited cash flow. Our charitable gifts tend to be less. There's a simple way to help fund our Class of '68 Memorial Scholarship Fund through your estate. Make the scholarship fund a beneficiary or a contingent beneficiary on a life insurance policy, an annuity, stocks, mutual funds, bonds, or designate a portion of your estate in your last will and testament. This gesture won't cost you a cent, and if you make a friend or family member mad by giving a gift to the scholarship fund, you won't even be around to receive their wrath. I've made the scholarship fund a contingent beneficiary in several ways, and I hope that you'll consider doing the same. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Mary Nicholson, and I am a proud graduate of R.J. Reynolds High School, class of 1968. I was fairly active here at Reynolds, but my particular interest was art. But I'm a realist, and I realized that I was going to be a starving artist, so I chose a different career path. But I did so with the help of a partial scholarship by an organization that I was very involved with. I was grateful for their financial assistance, and so when I had an opportunity to participate in our scholarship fund, I jumped at the chance and have continued that participation since. What I have learned, though, is that dreams can come true. Won't you join me and others in making an RJR Reynolds Senior obtain their dream of a higher education? I guarantee you, you won't regret it.
I'm very proud to be a member of this class of '68 and very proud to be a contributor to our scholarship fund. Anyone who has sent kids to college these days certainly know the expense and how much help we can be to these kids who have worked so hard to deserve it. It is a wonderful tribute, I believe, to our former classmates who have unfortunately died way too soon. We certainly honored them with this fund. But just as importantly, maybe even more importantly, I think we honor ourselves by doing this scholarship. We can be proud of it, of what we've accomplished so far, and perhaps we can continue to make it grow. I hope you'll consider making a contribution, large or small, and I hope you'll feel real good about yourself for doing it. Let's celebrate ourselves a little bit here while we still can. Class of '68, RJR class of '68, here's to you.
The scholarship fund to me is important because of the amazing time I had at Reynolds, scholastically, as well as a lot of fun with all the people. I'm so pleased that the money is used for a scholarship for a student at Reynolds. I think that it's a wonderful way to memorialize our class. And also want to thank those people in the class who spend a lot of time on the committee that finds a worthy student. Amazingly to me is the fact that our class many, many years ago decided to form this scholarship fund to benefit a good cause. And I'm very happy that they did.
I'm here today to tell you about my experience with the scholarship. I've been a donor and been on the selection committee for a number of years. I feel really strongly about the importance of the scholarship, that it's something that we do in memory of our classmates who are gone, that eventually it will be in memory of all of us. But the importance is that it's really about the future. That by giving $5,000 with the hopes of increasing to $10,000 to a worthy senior, we invest in their future and make the world a better place. I really hope that if you haven't given anything, you will consider doing so. If you have been a participant, please continue to do so and consider increasing your donation. We're a remarkable group of people, and I'm so thankful for what this place has given me and the friendship of all of you. Thank you.
Many of us began as friends in the first grade at Whitaker Elementary, went to Wiley, and graduated here in 1968. In 1997, had the idea that we should remember those that have gone before us. This was a fantastic idea and has grown to an amount that funds scholarships now for 4 years of college tuition for individuals. In 40 years, I would dare say that we will all have our name on that list. And there can't be a better way to remember those of us that were the class of 1968. I urge you, if you can, to give what you can. Send a donation so that we can grow this scholarship fund to a magnificent amount.
A lot of things I love about it are the fact that it's forever, essentially. Even after we're gone, this scholarship fund will continue to grow and be an awarded gift to these students for as long as any of us care to even imagine. So I think that in itself is fantastic. It's also very efficiently managed. I think I heard a number, 97.5% of the funds actually reach the student. And speaking of students, it's great to have them here, 1 or 2 today, that we can actually reach out and touch. So that adds a personal element to the scholarship fund, the fact that we know who gets it and we've actually met them and spoken with them over the years. So all in all, I can't find any reason to not just love this fund, and if there's anything I can do to push somebody towards chipping in, I'm there for it. So thank you for your time today.
I'm an annual donor to the Class of '68 Memorial Scholarship Fund. I got inspired to get involved by a great set of class leaders in our class of 1968. I think it's just a great idea to give something back to the school in a productive way and to honor our fallen classmates. The obvious advantages or benefits of the program is that a deserving high school senior here at Reynolds has a better chance of going to college and furthering his education. And also it's just a great opportunity for classmates to reconnect, make new friends. Advantages to me are that it gives me an opportunity to memorialize my cousin and classmate, Jane Roscoe Tucker. Also, I kind of have a nostalgic streak in me. I go to all the high school reunions, and I enjoy seeing my friends from high school. And also, it gives me a chance to connect better with the high school, maybe feel more connected with actually than when I was a student. I think this is just a great program, and it's just a good way to keep the old high school spirit going in a productive way.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jim Martin, better known to some of you as Little Jimmy Martin. More than 43 years ago, I spent a lot of time with beloved classmates on this landing. Unfortunately, some of those classmates are no longer with us. In July 5, 1970, lost a classmate of ours, Corporal Michael Ray Peddle, in Vietnam. We lost a classmate, I lost my best friend and a fellow Marine. This scholarship is one way that we can give something back to a deserving student in the community in honor of those who have lost their lives since we've graduated. I would hope that everyone would contribute to the fund. When I'm asked why I contribute, my answer is always, why not? In ending, I'd just like to say, God bless America. You know, hoorah, semper fi. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Hope. My uncle was Michael Ray Peddle. He lost his life at the age of 20 in 1970 in Vietnam. I just want to thank all of you for keeping the scholarship fund up in honor of not only Michael, but the other students that you lost way too soon in your class. I think it's a wonderful thing that you allow the students at this high school the opportunity to go to college, which my Uncle Mike didn't have the opportunity to. So, thank you.
Hi, my name is Timothy Harrison Jr. and I am the class of 1968's 2007 scholarship recipient. I just want to thank everybody from the organization and the class because the scholarship not only held a great monetary value for me as it helped pay for books and school supplies, but the intrinsic value of winning the scholarship is unmatched by any other scholarship that I could have received. It definitely gave me a great deal of self-confidence knowing that I was able to receive something such as this, and it helped give me the confidence to continue through my 4 years of Rutgers University, knowing that I had something to look forward to each year that would help me pay my tuition. I'd like to once again thank everybody for their contributions and hope that we can continue this tradition for years to come. Thank you.
I'm the 2010 recipient of the RJ Reynolds class of 1968 Memorial Scholarship, and I am currently a sophomore at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill studying exercise and sports science. I am so grateful for this scholarship because it has truly allowed me to go to a school that I absolutely love, and everyone at the scholarship has just been so welcoming and so friendly towards me, and I really appreciate it, and I really look forward to meeting people possibly at the next reunion. Thank you.
I'm Charles Jenkins, and this is Gracie. Today I will tell y'all a Shaggy Dog story. It's about Gracie and it's about our class scholarship too. Gracie is a rescue dog that my wife Susan and I adopted almost 12 years ago. Actually, it was Basil, our lab mix and first pup, who chose Gracie at a pet adoption fair. At the time, Basil and I had been running 6 or 7 mornings a week for a couple of years. When Gracie came home with us, I wondered how she would do running. That first morning, Gracie fell in with Basil and me and ran our 40 minutes as if she had been doing it all her life. Gracie and Basil turned those morning runs into a parade. They would lead, and I would try to keep up. Our class scholarship has been like that. Woody Fox and Peter Hawley have led the way. The rest of us have been lucky to tag along. Because of that, the Class of '68 scholarship has become our parade. This may be old news, but our class is the only one at Reynolds High School to sponsor a scholarship, ever. Every year our parade grows because every year another Reynolds senior wins our scholarship. Today, Gracie and I met two of the main reasons that our scholarship is something you ought to care about. Rebecca Martin and Tim Hairston. They are outstanding young folks. Our scholarship helped them along. Next spring, Marcia Mueller-Pretty will tell another Reynolds senior that our class cares about the future. Now is the perfect time to join our parade. I feel like Gracie at the feed bowl. All kibbles are good kibbles. That means your donation, no matter how much, will help our parade keep on growing. Thank you for whatever you can give. It will make a difference.
Along with Peter Hawley, I serve as the co-chair of the R.J. Reynolds High School Class of 1968 Memorial Scholarship Fund. Whew, I wish we'd named it something shorter now. As Peter is always reminding me, it's not just a fund, it's a scholarship program. It's a program because it was founded by you, it's run by you, and it's primarily funded by you. So for that, we truly thank you. I know Ed Ganaway and all of our other deceased classmates would be very proud of what we have created.